Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Hippy Dippy talking about anime. We're gonna talk about genres. The first genre that we're gonna talk about right now is military anime. We're going back to the military anime genre. I'm going to say it right now. It's a hit or miss for me because of the fact that some anime makes no goddamn sense to me, and that's what the problem is with that. Now then, you might be wondering, well, why is military anime so much hit or miss for me? Well, the fact of the matter is that there's five tropes of military anime genre when it comes to the military genre of anime. One, you got your robots, which is basically your robots with big giant fucking can. It's like G Gundam basically. It's G Gundam, and that's all they do is fight with robots and mechs and stuff. You know, crazy shit happens, blowing up fucking half the city with just one shot. It makes no fucking sense. The second trope is, what you see outside when people are conflicting outside of the world. Basically, Gunslinger Girl is one of them. You've got Girls Last Tour. That one's a good one too. But that one, Girls Last Tour is more of a apocalyptic of what might happen if the world was so much in conflict that everyone dies. That anime is that genre when it comes to military. Now then, the third one is about robots and people shooting like Heavy Object and Flag. Those animes, even though there's people shooting each other, they still have big giant machines to do their battles with, and they have to compensate for that. The fourth one is like you're watching the History Channel, but there's robots in there too. So it's like a history lesson, but there's robots. Like, it's ridiculous. The fifth one, I completely forgot, but will tell you that later. When it comes to military anime, it's like a hit or miss. I stopped watching anime when it comes to military genre because of Flag. I hated fucking Flag. Flag is like the worst fucking anime I've ever fucking watched. It has a 24-minute runtime, and it makes no fucking sense on why did I watch it. There's only 13 episodes, so it's not like there's because I'm more into action-packed animes. I love action-packed animes and comedy and horror. The only reason why I like horror is because there's more action in the fucking anime, even though people are fucking dying gruesomely. But that's the main issue with military anime. It's like I don't want to hear you guys talk through a fucking camera, telling me that the world is gone to shit and blah blah this. That makes no goddamn sense because nothing happens. Also, when it comes to military anime, I like it action packed, like Heavy Object. Heavy Object's the best military anime I've ever watched. Fun fact, the only reason why I started watching Heavy Object was because I went to Anime Boston one year and they were playing it, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. But my problem was that I was already on currently watching Capsule Card Sakura, which I gave it a 10 just because of my sister. I would have given it a 9 or an 8 because I didn't like the story that much and how long it was. But it was okay. I mean, if I was a kid, I'd probably enjoy it, but it's for little kids, so I'm not gonna be like. It's like, for example, I review a lot of anime. Like the last anime I reviewed was Girls Last Tour, and I gave that a 9 because of the fact that it was good. The music soundtracks fit with the situation that they were in, and that's what I do. I like to picture all the anime genre. It's like, for example, the last sports anime was them flying around with shoes. So my problem was that it felt like more like air gear, just without the wheels. It was fucking they're flying basically. It was, and there's only one dictator. Air gear, on the other hand, had the problem of showing massive freaking girls with boobs, and that's what made it an 8. I gave the other one, I think it's called something Blue Riders or something, I forget. Something ridiculous like that. The main issue with anime is that I'm starting to figure out what animes are good and what animes are not good, depending on what my taste of music sound. Because when I review an anime, on when I'm watching anime and I review it, I think of 5 things. Soundtrack, how is the soundtrack, like how is it composed in the situation that they're in? Is it like on point on this, on that, or it just makes no sense? Two, if the story's good, that's the biggest issue. Is that if they have arcs, but they have this is the main reason why I don't want to watch Naruto Shippuden anymore, because I already know what happens, and most of the fucking anime is fucking filler, and that's the main reason why I don't want to watch Inuyasha, because the whole fucking thing's filler. It makes no fucking sense. Um, so that's it. The third thing that I look in an anime is how are the characters built? Like, are the because technically when you're watching anime, it's usually you got your dumbass who's a powerhouse. You got your dumbass who knows that's smarter than most people think, and then you got your people that are just weird. That's the main issue with that. The number four one is how do I like it on how the anime is going to react. Because if I finish an anime, that means I will recommend it to you. Remember that list I posted like a few hours ago, a few weeks ago, or a few days ago about my anime list? Those are all the animes I've watched from beginning to end. With some of them, not so much because they added more seasons, but I at least completed at least a season. Like for example, Long Horizon. I've only I've only sorry, my mouth is not talking. I've only finished the first season. I cannot finish the second season, and that's the main issue with that anime. That's why I only put 24 episodes to it. If I want, it's like, for example, they're just putting out new the second season of One Punch Man. I haven't watched a single episode of that because I still have to watch all the specials and stuff. But that's what my mentality is that how good is the anime, and will the anime be good enough for me to watch it even though it's going on when it's finished? That's what my issue is. The fifth thing is obligatory. How much does it make me laugh? How much does it make me cringe? How much does it. It's just a personal preference. When it comes to anime, especially horror, which I'll make another video about horror anime because that has to be all on its own. Because I'm not going to rant when that happens. The problem with military anime is the fact that I feel like it's the same goddamn thing. Unless it's G Gundam, because Gundam, there's hundreds of fucking thousands of animes that are G Gundam, which makes no goddamn sense to me. But that's what the main issue is with anime. When it comes to the military, it's like you know what's gonna happen. The only thing that's gonna, especially if you want to get into military anime genre, that's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna stop you. It's just that it's really hit and miss because if I'm not invested in the characters as a whole or the plot summary, I get really fucking bored really fucking quick because it's like the same thing over and over again. That's what my main issue is with military anime. When it comes to horror anime, on the other hand, horror anime is like two different types. You got your plots, and then you got your freaking, like for example, another is a horror anime. People are like so schizophrenia. They're so scared that some of their classmates are gonna die, and some of them do die right from the start. You got a person that got killed because she hits her throat on an umbrella. You got a teacher that cuts his throat open with a kitchen knife. But that's just scary effect. It's not scary to my opinion. It might have a shock value, but I don't like that in an anime. Alpha Lad has at least at least decent amount of plot for me to enjoy it, even though people are dying. That's why I always try to watch anime that people don't tell me. If I don't know the anime, I'm gonna enjoy it more because of the fact that I will know less about. That's why I like Higurashi. I watched Higurashi blind, and it was a horror anime. I thought it was a comedy because they built up the characters, and it was fucking mind blowing. I love Higurashi. I love Runa. I love every character. I love Kenichi with the baseball bat. That's why when we're playing Friday the 13th, I always say Higurashi bat. Because Kenichi uses it, and that's his main two weapon when he kills people in the anime. So, that's it for anime talk. I might do this more often. Because I love to talk about anime a lot. But military anime, it's a hit or miss. If you guys want to check it out, you can watch Girls Last Tour, Heavy Object, Flag, Pumpkin Scissors. I know there's gotta be a few more that I watch. Those are the four things that I can. Those are the only four animes I can remember that are military anime. I hope you guys have a nice positive day, and take care.